folks, and welcome back to the channel. So we're looking at MoonRunners. I know you're all sat there like, he's finally doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it. Comments, 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 comments. It's going to be so important with this video because anything you may want adding to this website, anything you may feel is missing, we can get the point across. We can ask them to make changes. We can do all sorts of different things. But ultimately, this is going to be your one-stop shop moving forward. I was a little bit hesitant with this website at first, but it's come around to me. I really like it. And it has a very similar feel to Lunc. A lot of people do ask, what happened to Lunc? The simple answer is there's probably about 30 of these metric sites at this point. We did our job from the beginning, and it was all about showing people the way, lighting the path ahead, and showing people a format of things possibly that they can build. And that happened. We saw that with the metric sites. We've seen it with all sorts of different modules being reproduced. Lots of my ideas being taken. We have seen it time and time again. And you know what? I love nothing more than to inspire people to get up and do something on this chain. It's so important. But like I said, this is a one-stop shop moving forward. You can see it all, mostly all on this site. For me, the only thing that's realistically missing at this point is just the Oracle pool. That's probably the only thing I would feel needs adding for everybody right now and for the community would just be the Oracle pool. The good news is they're working on it. And ultimately, because we had Lunc, we did have the Oracle pool up before. Maybe it's something where we can just reach out to them and say, hey, look, we might actually have what you're looking for instead of you having to go through and maybe develop the callbacks and all of the different things that happen with the back end when you're calling all sorts of different data APIs like this. So like I said, you have got everything. You've got the market cap, you've got the circulating supply, community pool, community pool, community pool. They do have an app. I'm going to admit to everybody, I haven't downloaded that app. I do a lot of my work on the computer. I like to keep my mobile phone as clean as possible from sort of this world of things, if that makes sense. It's an easy way for me to just go, I'm going to go touch some grass today, walk out the house, and all I have on me is my mobile phone. But there is an app, so do download that, do have a look, and do let me know what you think about that. And once again, just let us know in the comment section if you want anything suggesting to this team to get put up, because they have got marketplaces on here. What I would like to see is Garada on here, all of the different ones, Big Bang X, HCC Factory, all of them across board. If you are listing things for sale on your website that are through the LUNC blockchain, we want to see you on here. We want to see everybody on here, even different metric sites. What we need is to be as interwoven as possible. Building in a vacuum does not work. It leads you to the same people each and every time, and it keeps things very centralized. That's the whole point of working in a vacuum to begin with. You've got the Lunc chart, you've got transactional volume, not only for LUNC, but for USTC as well. This is really good because USTC's there, it does exist, and it doesn't get as much love as it probably should. I think the issue with USTC is, I've said this many times before, and it once again has come to this point where there's like 7 different routes that they can take forward, and they just don't really know what to take forward. You've got Rap D-Day coming back out of the woodwork all of a sudden, like, yeah, hey, you know, we should do this, we should do that. They're doing this. Maybe that's not going to work. Maybe this route would work. And it's like, whoa, slow down, partner. We just paid $40,000 out to a group of people then for nothing. And it's all very peculiar. So I guess that's why USTC, it gets loved sometimes. It gets overloved to a point where you just want to throw it in the corner and not look at it for a while. But you've got everything on here. You've got the overview of validators, both bonded, unbonding, and unbonding. This is really important, especially if you're staking with very sketchy nodes. Now, a lot of people sit there and they act as if it's just safe to delegate with any node when it's not. We've seen time and time again, Nova Validator, supposed to be a very reputable sort of group of developers that double signed, and there's a very lack of remorse when it comes down to doing things like that. Well, you chose to stake with me kind of thing, and they're true. You did choose to stake with them, and that's kind of why you should be very interwoven with your validator. You should understand their mindset, where they're going, and their stability to keep pushing forward, because as the price gets crushed, it gets harder and harder for a validator to maintain their position and maintain the upkeep of their node. More voting power equates out into more machinery equates out into more money, which equates out into a higher monthly running cost. It's just the simple mathematics of computers. You can see everything on here from governance voting, deposit, approved, rejected. This is really good, specifically because the desktop version, the browser-based version, they don't show rejected. Mobile does. This is all getting fixed in V3. But someone like here, you can find it all. IBC connections, channels. These are really important for you to understand where you can go in the cosmos from our chain. A lot of this is very poorly utilized technology because some people feel it as just opening the floodgates to the cosmos, and that's the whole idea of IBCs. You open the floodgates, you remove the borders, you make it borderless, and you remove the vacuum. You allow things to move freely. If you build the correct environment, people will only want to flow over to this side of things. So I guess opening the doors would come down to a thing of, is everything built right? Is it sustainable to build on this? And it's all part of this thing of using MoonRunners. It really is a one-stop shop. They've got a GitHub repository. The likelihood is you're going to need to do different things throughout your life as a developer, right? You've got the official repositories for everything here. So if you wanted to submit a PR for a fix because there's a bug, you can do that. Come to this website, come to the official repository that correlates back to our blockchain, submit your PR, wait for a merge, bish bash bosh, you've done something for the chain. They have got a test net. This is really good. Like I said, what I want to see is lots more of the marketplaces on here. I want to see all of the projects on there, because at the end of the day, you're just putting the projects on there that are working on the chain. You're doing nothing wrong at this point. So the test net, the apps, and everything like that could do with a little bit of work. But ultimately, for me, this website is the Rambo website of the metric sort of system at the moment, because a lot of them, I will have to go to different places to get different things, whereas this thing's been growing over a short period of time, and it's got to this point now where it's really good. And to be quite honest, what I would think for the future is we all used to have a dashboard on here, possibly working something out with MoonRunners to get this dashboard reproduced for a dashboard on here, and we could literally have it stating powered by MoonRunners. We get something out of it, they get something out of it. It stays decentralized, and we remove the borders between people. Let me know what you folks think. I hope MoonRunners is going to help you out. Links to everything in the description, folks. Once again, just trying to bring things forward that you're going to find interesting, that you're going to find useful, and it's going to help you on your journey throughout the Terra Classic blockchain. Have a really nice day, folks. Stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.